I would never do that against you, Andrew. Hello everyone, me Flome here back in our video, and today we'll be playing against the 6-0 Texans and the 6-0 Dolphins. Somebody's gonna lose tonight, and I hope it's not me.
So if I had a bet right now, I would assume you would win, but I'm totally cheering against the Texans because that'd be funny if you lose.
AJ Green, bro, man, It's not like all the wide receivers has been passed around in my team. You heard?
Yeah. Oh my God, the Patriots.
The only good person I haven't had on my team is Tyreek
Welcome
Hill.
in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Houston Texans and the Miami Dolphins. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they interplay in this one. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
No. He's a good rookie wide receiver.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
But I got rid of AB. I got rid of AB, and then he went to face on his team, and then immediately left face on. And face on immediately traded him.
For Alex Collins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him
listen, it was either AB, either I get a good wide receiver or AB retires.
Said right down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run.
I got a question. If Miller's not playing left outside linebacker, who is?
Wide open receiver complete.
Why is Von Miller playing edge rusher?
Get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved,
that got me
they can move
wondering.
the
Who the
football.
fuck is
Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll go option on second down, right side. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. Look at the starters defensively for the Dolphins. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. They'll try and run for it with Collins.
Bro,
And he
injured
gets
this
the
fucking running
first
back. Oh
down
my
here
goodness.
as he's taken down at the 24. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case, the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll look to throw again. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Deion Jones. Coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They'll look to throw here. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
I like Huston.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Zuerlein out now to kick
To be
this
fair,
one
literally,
away.
to be fair, we all traded with
This is
Huston.
fielded a couple yards
That's why
deep.
Huston is good.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here
Duncan
come the
Cummings.
Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense.
All right, Duncan Cummings, 14 and
And
10.
they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens,
So this is what we immediately do.
Or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every
run.
play. He can throw the 7
Yes.
interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some
I was just
snacks.
going to say.
That's where I go.
Bro,
And this offensive unit
pause.
should have a lot of juice coming off the big output that they had 1 week ago.
Nothing like confidence, is there? When you've played well the
Bro,
week before, you can't wait to get
pause.
back on the field and do it again.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cummings. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side.
shit.
And
No,
they get
that
him
could've
down,
gave
but
my
not before
freaking
he
player
takes it
16.
across the
What is
40-yard line.
Sucks.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And he's top
I still
5 in the
think
league in
AD
terms of
has CT.
receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
Are we playing old school football now? We got a top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big time game.
Oh,
So
shit,
expect
stop
that
hitting my
offensive
freaking
line
running back so
every
hard.
time they go to the bench and
Oh,
tell
I
the
lost
offensive
yards.
coordinator,
I
let's
lost yards.
run the football.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And
that's
that'll
right.
bring up a 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side
I'm not
before
nervous.
lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it
Oh,
right away,
no.
ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 10 yards on the pick up there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely first down if they had run the football.
Yeah,
They
nigga.
need to come up with something here on third. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Look at this spin.
Oh, shit. That was close.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Dude, that's my
The
third string
Dolphins
right
offense
there.
now heads back on the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a
Yeah, so
lull
are we
here, a
getting-
little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A very solid gain of 27.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrinkle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
And he'll go
Oh my
down.
God, nobody was
Brought
fucking
down at the
open.
20-yard line. Taco Charlton in there to get him for a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call them?
Linebacker.
Well, they said it with a chuckle.
Linebackers
They
are not
called
meant to
him
do that. Andrew.
unreliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get
I don't
open.
wanna,
He finds a way to pick up a first down.
And it pops free. The collision
Bro,
there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to
No,
get him
why
on
was
the ground
open,
and
but
get
I got
the sack,
hit.
But he was able to elude that. And even
Before he
though
even
it threw
got
it
outside.
incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it third and goal. Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Looking to throw. Cummings under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
On on 4th down. Cummings under pressure again, and down he goes again. Taco Charlton in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode.
What?
All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Call it a pickup of 7. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff.
Thank you, Jalen Ramsey.
But still, a lot of guys to account for.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Well, a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they just went 4 verts there against cover 2, didn't they?
They did, and it's really an excellent route versus cover 2 because the longer it develops, the more stress is put on the safeties because they're the ones back.
My quarterback is like 234.
Responsibilities. The corners don't retreat very far in cover 2.
Why are you running
They're
it?
closer to the line of scrimmage. So now you've got 4 receivers putting pressure on 2 guys covering. Usually you'll find someone open, and that's exactly what they did there. Made the catch and carried it all the way into the end zone.
Right.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case...
And the ball is knocked out.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job 1 for anyone who's carrying it. And that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence. When in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was
What's the
simply a guy
score?
who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Ertz over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw on second down, Cummings. Flush to his right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important
By the
third
time he
down.
got there, the ball would have been, like, intercepted, bro. Oh, stop running Tampa too, you bitch.
From the gun, Cummings to Barkley on the check down. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They go play action here on first down. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On first down, Cummings. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the pocket.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Taco Charlton able to disrupt yet another pass play. His third sack of the afternoon. Off the play fake. Cummings.
He's open, bro.
Dancing to his left. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping.
I don't like it at all.
Knowing that they are out in front.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should...
Here, before the second quarter starts, I don't like close games.
do it for half number 1. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Here's Wilson. Ertz has it left side. And out across midfield down to the 45. A nice gain of 21 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Oh, fuck.
Incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up.
You're
So
not
maybe
stopping
if
the
you
run.
still
I don't
wanna play
care
zone,
which team you
go to
are.
a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On second down, Wilson. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting...
And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Russell Wilson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point.
For what? The freaking safety can, sorry, the strong safety can intercept that? Hell
Give him a nice 2-score advantage.
Who's going to get to the ball faster, the strong safety or the tight end?
For me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
I'm not risking it, bro.
They'll begin the drive with Collins. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So now here come the Dolphins. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. There's Wilson to throw. He's going to fire.
Bro, what the fuck?
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I should have just lobbed
It's
that.
always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Wilson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's got this down to the 35. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
His throw caught at about the 5. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. It's the fullback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion,
I know,
felt very
but now they
military
don't.
to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words
Like,
you
name a
taught me,
thing.
and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away.
And you wanna make that
things
NFL?
looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
And now out comes Houston. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea.
Slapping
I think they've
Houston.
got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Looking to throw. Throwing the out route. Incomplete. It's Green. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Green 39! Green 39!
Back to throw here. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And out come the Dolphins now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team.
Look at my
their
screen.
drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Don't injure my
10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, Wilson. He gets it to Cooks. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
10 more there and another first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Wilson. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason. And
he's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Brandon Cooks, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Andrew, I thought this was going to be a close game.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
No.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Green with a catch left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
it's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They're going to look to throw. And he couldn't hang on.
That was a
to it
beautiful
through the
hit. Oh my
contact.
God.
Incomplete. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Watch it now, Barney.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now it's Wilson escaping the pressure right.
Oh, shit.
They almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably
I thought that would air out. I
been
didn't think
first.
that was going to, like...
And it's 3rd down now.
All right, that one fell incomplete there.
Oh,
But the best
love
quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection,
they had that secure.
but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on,
Welcome back to Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. We're about to resume the action as we've got a kickoff coming in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big 30-yard play on third.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
He'll drop to throw. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s, I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that, but a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
Hurry up, here we go.
Here's a first down run with Collins, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Now let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gordon. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
3-19.
He's going to get it running right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Paul Richardson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans cut into that lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will shave one more off this lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. A handoff to Barkley. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Wilson rolling to his left. And he connects with Ertz. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. As he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll look to throw here. Complete. Richardson has it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that goes for a gain of 31. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner, and just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Again, it's Barkley. And now running right through it. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 30. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Charles, that doesn't just take points off the board. That takes a win off the board.
So now you have to regroup because you've gone from celebrating what you think is a win to trying to figure out how to do it again and make it a win.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Miami, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.